Hey guys, Kev here, and it's been a minute since I've done a video from the truck, or a truck video, if you know what I'm saying. If you're new here, this is not a truck review. This is a video from the truck. Anyway, just joking around. I'm sitting outside of Costco on a Saturday. I got away for a minute to run to Costco, and I was thinking, maybe I should do a little video here in the truck. So that's what I'm doing. I wanted to show you what I was carrying. I do have a new knife in my pocket today, but first let me show you the Divo Knives Chaser I have in my front left pocket. This is the Blade Binge exclusive, and you got to pardon the blade. I have beat the piss out of this thing testing it, so it's probably just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but I did scratch the shit out of it up here. I think I did that just carrying it because I was I forget what I was putting in and out of my pocket, or maybe I tested the coating. It's a PVD coating, not a DLC. But if you get one of these in black wash, your coating will be nicer, at least to start. And if you just cut normal stuff, you'll be fine. This side I think I just need to clean up, but who knows. I've been using it a lot. I love this knife. It's such a good EDC knife because of the blade shape and the ergonomics, in my opinion. The size, obviously it's a Divo design, so I am biased. You probably shouldn't listen to me. Go check out some other reviews. We sent a couple out. I think I sent one out for review. I sent one to Stasa because we were talking about his design with us, the Fireball, and so I just sent him one to check out. And then the dealers that have exclusives, Blade Binge, TPK, White Mountain Knives, Urban Cutlery, and Urban EDC, they obviously could send out samples as well or sell them early to reviewers, stuff like that. So I think a few guys have them. If you search Divo Chaser on YouTube, you should be able to find a couple of videos and get opinions that are not mine, which are biased because I am the company with Colin. So I love this design. I have a whole video on it, but I love that we have these tabs here. If you're right-handed, you can have obviously the filler tab here and the pivot here, so you have a clean show side with no screws, and then on this side you'll have the pivot screw and the clip, obviously. And if you're left-handed, you can actually reverse this if you want, and then you would have the pivot show side here and the filler tab here, and you would have a clean show side as a lefty. Now of course the lock is still going to be right-handed, but it's a liner lock. Super easy to operate left-handed. As you can see, I have no issues with it. You can reverse flick this. It's just something you gotta get used to. You just kind of get your finger in here and you'll fire off of that hollow grind. And if you get one with the coating or acid wash, it's even easier. So super fun knife, has the high flipper tab. If you operate it like this, you will fail it. That's sort of push buttoning it, and that's not how this is meant to operate. Kind of think about it like a modified sort of Vero style tab. It's a high above the pivot tab, so that makes it where you don't need the strongest detent to get a really snappy feel, which allows us to be able to set it up to be reverse flick, but you just kind of pull down. You can see we have some chamfers here on either side of the spine, and that's where your fingers are going to land. So you just kind of drag it down like this, and it absolutely just shotguns out of there. It's really satisfying. And then we have the hidden flipper here, and so you get this flat, so you can choke up like on a choil. It's really, really nice. And then you have the hollow ground blade. And I love this blade because it's a sort of spearfoot, Ness mucky looking thing. I call it a Ness foot spear drop. Ness foot drop spear, maybe. Anyway, I like to have fun with names. And so it's super ergonomic, and then you have the Vox style jimping up here, so you can really drive through cuts. You can get up here and index really well. It's great for utility cutting. It's just an all-arounder, in my opinion. S90V blade steel on this bad boy. You're gonna have a very early detent, so this is where it hits the detent right there. It almost looks like it's still locked open. Once you pass that, you are just shaking home. So lefties, that makes it nice. Righties, obviously, it's gonna be good. Yeah, lots of cool versions as well. All the dealers have their own exclusive, and then we have one in flame camo, we call it. It's flame titanium and belt satin with black accents. Really fun version. There's a lot of fun versions. There's one with US Marine Corps red Cerakote. There's this one with the dark mode finish. There's dark blast with purple or blurple. You actually get both with that one. And then there's the Sagaha with blurple, and a basic bitch plain one from White Mountain Knives. So anyway, that's the Chaser 219 dropping on the 20th. And you can use a 10% code pretty much anywhere. I think Urban EDC is not gonna have that, but maybe. So just use Lefty10 or your favorite YouTuber's code. It should work, and you'll get 10% off, which brings it under $200. So S90V titanium, Divo design, all titanium hardware, and it's an inset lock tab. So there's no liners in here. It's just a tab that is mounted internally onto the titanium, which is why they're all titanium versions. There's no carbon versions, because that tab mounts actually right here. There's 2 screws, I believe, right inside here. I have a disassembly on it, and then the rest of the titanium is just all milled out. You'll see there's no liner there or there. There's nothing in there. Just that tab, which is made of stainless steel, because you're gonna need a steel lockup anyway. So instead of having a piece of titanium and then making it thick to mount a steel insert, you know, the lock bar that's this big is just going to be steel. So love it. It's a Chaser dropping on the 20th. All right, so this is the new one. I got this from Taccom Knives. Really cool. And this is their newest model. Shit, I forgot the name already. I took it out of the box like right before I left. It's really cool looking. He named it after his son, so I feel like a dickhead for not remembering it. I just read it real quick and then I ran out. I'm so sorry. But he named it after his son because his son brings him joy, and he's hoping that this little guy is going to bring joy to everybody who owns it. I thought that was a really cool sentiment. You know, some people are gonna be like, yeah, it's corny. Well, I'm a father of 2. I just had a baby son, so I totally understand. And kids are the greatest thing that you could ever have on this earth. And so I think it's cool that he named it after his son. I don't know why I want to say Rigby. That there's no way that's right. But look at that. It is a sexy looking knife, isn't it? You have this black marbled carbon fiber, and normally I think that stuff looks corny. This is really clean. It looks good. It looks like almost like a pastel red is in there. Maybe that's not the right word for it, but a matte looking red. It's really nice, dude. And then you have a really nice kind of shadow box around that. I love how he did the lanyard slot. The switch is really nice. The blade is D2. I believe the OEM is Best Tech. That's who he was always using for his OTFs. It's a really simple little guy here, and I think that's kind of the point. Little guy, little OTF. His son makes sense to me. You have micro milling there on the frame as well. And I got to tell you, this thing really just is fidgety as hell, and super just fun. I mean, that switch works so well. I mean, I can sit here all day and do this. Look at that blade shape. You got this little drop point blade. Just classy little guy. nice and sharp. I did test it on tested it on the cellophane bag it came in, and it sliced it up real good. No problemo. I don't have anything here to really slice up. I'm not going to do that thing where I search for 5 minutes or something. But yeah, it's just a fun little snappy knife to have in your pocket. Yeah, it has a nice budget sort of style steel loop over deep carry clip. The screws do stick up, but you know, I'm thinking this knife is really affordable in D2. It's got to be under $100, I would guess. I'll put a link down below. This is not a full review. This is just a random truck video I thought of to film while I was on the go. I haven't done it in a while. I miss hanging out with you guys, doing live streams. You know, I need to get the time to do a couple, but I'm struggling to do just my work, you know. I have a day job that I struggle to keep up with already. And then I have the YouTube channel, and I have Divo Knives. It's just a lot of stuff going on. Trying to get all that done and find time to do a live stream. And obviously, I have a 4-month-old son and a 4-year-old daughter that I like to spend time with. Been playing some Mario Kart with my daughter, which has been really fun. She's getting to that age where we can like do stuff that I actually have a little bit of interest in. And then on the personal side of things, I've gotten into shooting a bit more, or a lot, I should say. I just haven't gone to the range as much as I want, but I've been buying a lot of shit, and it's kind of scary. You guys know, if you're into knives, you probably either started over in the pew-pew space, or you've also migrated there, or you're going to, or whatever. So you know that with the knife world, the rabbit hole is deep. With the pew-pew world, there is no end to the rabbit hole. I've just been, oh my god, every time you think you've reached the limit of what you need or want or whatever, there's something else to spend hours focused on and researching. It's crazy. So I'm hoping in the spring I'll have a little more time to be able to go and actually use stuff and not just keep accumulating. But I'm stocking up, you know what I'm saying? So it should be a fun spring. You might see a couple videos here and there. I've been debating whether I want to do it on this channel or maybe try to start a secondary one, but that just seems like I'm already talking about not enough time. So adding another channel would be crazy. So you guys let me know if you'd like to see any pew-pew type stuff on the channel. I'm not too afraid of like getting demonetized or anything. I think I would just mark those videos right, or maybe just not even monetize them, and you know, I don't think it would be an issue or anything. I guess it depends on what I do. That's the reason I was thinking maybe a second channel would be good, just to not risk this channel that I've spent years building slowly. So yeah, that would be fun. But I do have some Olight sent me some of their new red dots, and they seem pretty good, actually. You know, I thought they were going to be shitty because I'd heard when they released their original ones or whatever last year or something that they sucked. But I don't know, they seem like they took feedback and built on that, and it has a really cool charging system. And I think for like a consumer grade, going to the range and kind of plinking around type thing, I think they look really good for $250 compared to like some of the ones I have. I haven't gone crazy like EOTech style, you know, but I've spent like 400 or so, 450 on red dots from HoloSun or whoever. And I literally swapped out two HoloSuns to put the Olight ones on, and I swear they're like almost identical in footprint. They are, but like in size, in construction, in like a lot of it almost seems like they're made by the same company. They're not, probably, but the quality feels like it's there. But you got to use it and see how it goes. So we'll see. I'll do some of that testing stuff later, but you might see like an unboxing or just like an overview for me before then. But yeah, so anyway, random truck video. Sorry, I just rambled. Those are the two knives I have on me. I do have a new flashlight. I haven't shown you guys this yet because I actually ordered a second one. They sent me this for review. This is the Exceed Designs, or is it Exceeds Design? I'm not sure. Rampant. And it's their really cool flashlight. It's a really good middle ground between custom and production. I think they nailed that. So if you're looking for something nice in a flashlight, but you don't want to spend $400 on a titanium custom, like Dawson or CWF or whatever, and this is a really good middle ground, I think. It is made overseas, but you know, for $150, you can get basically everything you would want or get in a custom. So it's kind of nice. And it has a unique UI. It has this rocker switch here. So you have the tail switch to turn it on, and then you have this rocker switch that you use to adjust it, which is pretty cool. And then it has memory, so when you turn it off, it comes back on at that setting, which is kind of nice. And you can double tap down and you get moonlight, double tap up, you get turbo. You can even, it's all built in, but you can just hold and it'll ramp up or down. You can tap and it'll just go step by step. And then you can do the double clicks. I think it even has like a tactical mode that you can turn on. I mean, it's really cool that it has all that just built in. This one has a titanium pocket clip. And then it actually has my favorite LED in it. It has a 519A Nichia. You can get them in different ones. But 519A Nichia, I think it comes in 5,000, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is 5,000. I would have preferred 4,500, but it's fucking close enough. And you can actually order it with the de-domed 5,000, which will bring it down to like a 3,500, which I got one of those to test out. And you can customize this, which is cool. You can buy a tool to open up the front here. And this one has a TIR optic in it. Which basically means it's a good all-arounder. It has flood, it has a little bit of throw. It's sort of in between what you would see from like a triple emitter flashlight and what you would see from like a reflector flashlight, which are the most common ones. So it kind of blends those and really is a great option. But you can take this out and then you can put in a reflector. So you can buy a reflector. All the parts are really affordable. You can buy sapphire glass if you prefer over this mineral glass, which by the way is actually slightly clearer, but it's not as durable as sapphire, but it's still tough as shit. Like if you're just buying this to carry EDC, you're not nerding out like I am right now. Half of you are like, what the fuck did he just say? Then you would just get it the way it is and you'll be fine. But you can customize it, which is really cool. But of course, instead of doing that, I bought a whole nother one. And I got one in titanium with, it has like really cool brass accents, has the reflector, the de-domed LED. And it also has a really cool clip system. So you take this clip off, you unscrew it a little bit, and then you can actually twist this. This is like a cap around a base. So you can turn this so that the clip lines up anywhere. So if you like your clip lined up with the button, great. If you like your clip lined up on the back behind the button, you can do that. If you like it on the side, whatever. And then once you tighten it down, those screws lock it down, so now you can't move it. It's such a cool system. They spent a lot of time and research and energy on this flashlight, and the price point just is kind of amazing. And it comes in two sizes. So it has 14,500 like this, or you can get a big boy, 16,500. Why does that sound weird? 16,500. 16,350. Wait. 16, why can't I, 18,350 and 18,650, sorry. 14,500 and 18,650, my bad. Lost it there for a second. But 2 sizes, which is cool. If you're an EDC guy, you want the 14,500. Battery lasts plenty long. Smaller package, that's what she said. Works great. But if you want something bigger, like a duty light or something, you get the bigger one. And they have aluminum options that are probably like $100. The one I got all decked out with everything I wanted was $155. It's fucking crazy, dude. So anyway, Exceeds design, rampant. Love it. They sent me this one, so keep that in mind. But I literally bought another one because I loved it so much and wanted exactly the setup that I wanted. So fantastic. I don't think I have anything else new or whatever, and I gotta get into Costco here, but I just wanted to say what up, show you guys some stuff, nerd out a little bit, and yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. You know, I've been putting the videos out every day. I try to answer comments, so I'm still, you know, interacting with you guys. I just, you know, I feel like I haven't done lives as much, so it's just I don't feel as connected, you know, and I miss that. I really do. You guys are amazing. So if you stuck with the channel and everything, I really appreciate it. If you stayed on as a channel member and all that stuff, I appreciate it even more. You guys are seriously amazing. Not that I went anywhere, but it's just different, you know. But I'm gonna do a live stream soon, and you know, I'll have some cool giveaways in there for you guys. Yeah, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I don't know when I'll post this, so who knows, but have a great rest of your winter, because I can't wait for spring. Seriously, so miserable in the winter, isn't it? You know, luckily we had the baby in October, so it's kind of been, it feels like it's breezing by a little bit, which is nice, because it can really drag when it's winter. Makes you want to move to Florida, you know, but then you get summer there and you're like, oh, fuck this. So anyway, shout out to you guys. Love you. Have a great day. Peace.